Welcome. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Drake and I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm happy to be here because I am claiming my power. And I know that I can do it. And I know that you and I are connected. So when you connect with your power, I'm talking about that real and true authentic self. You're helping me and supporting me in doing the same. And one of the things I want to suggest is that we actually find that everything happens in rhythm. Everything happens in rhythm. Bob Marley used to talk about the positive vibration. There's a rhythm to life. There's also a negative vibration. And so we want to make sure that we are present to the positive vibration. And we do that sometimes by interrupting negativity. So don't forget the speed bumps. Don't forget those statements that you can make to interrupt negative thought loops. But you have to recognize that you're caught up in one before you can do it. So right as you begin a negative thought loop, activate a speed bump. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. That's an example of a speed bump. So each of these phrases, I'm suggesting that when you utilize them, you say them 3 times with intensity, like you really and truly are in contact with the intent of what you're saying. Another one is no shame, no guilt, no judgment. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. Be aware that just as you are having a challenging time, that the people around you are also having a challenging time. And so when you activate that speed bump, you interrupt the pattern of wanting to shame and judge people for how they're doing. I'm not saying that people are always acting appropriately, but we want to understand with compassion why they're doing what they're doing. I will not entertain negative thoughts. I will not entertain negative thoughts. I will not entertain negative thoughts. So these are all examples of speed bumps. Now you can activate a speed bump in any way that makes sense to you. You simply say a positive statement and say it 3 times with intensity. And when you do, you get in contact with that knowing, because what you're saying as a speed bump is really what you truly feel. I'm going to ring the bell and I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Here we go. You know, when a film is running, each frame runs at a certain speed and it begins to seem continuous. A speed bump actually gets you to recognize that that continuity is not reality. I bring my hands together and I bow to you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.